In terms of symptoms, I've had the night sweats and the neurological pain and the twitching. I was back on my walker today. I had a definite incident of babesia rage and like insanity, and I'm confused about a lot of things. I have a memory of like about 2 minutes, short term in terms of short term memory. It's not lasting long. It's not sticking in there. I'm having the cramping. This was happening with my feet and calves, which that's sort of new. And then I get cramps here. I'm going to try and rise up a little bit. Here, like right under my collarbones, or like right over your boobs and like near your armpits, there's that muscle, and they cramp and they pull my shoulders in together, and then I can't sit up because I don't have the use of my shoulders. And then I'm just really on top of the rage. I'm weepy, but you know, sort of who wouldn't be weepy when they're confused and in incredible pain. And yeah, there's Franny. Hi, Franny. And so then after visiting with the doctor on the telephone, they advised me to call back. If by Friday there's no improvement, I need to go and get hooked up to some fluids and some help. But we're going to try and do the things with the Baluchi and the aspirin and the blood thinners. Lots of water, lots of Gatorade or Gluconade with electrolytes, that kind of thing. The pain, and they added 300 milligrams to my Neurontin. So now instead of taking 600 milligrams, which was 300 twice a day, I'm taking, stop it, please. Cooper and Franny, please stop it. There's a puppy from next door that's not watched very well, and she's on our porch because we feed her and stuff, play with her, and they want to be with her on the front porch. So they increased my Neurontin to 900 milligrams a day because that's supposed to address the nerve pain and some of the emotional stuff. And I will say that when I first started it before, it really, really lifted my mood. They do prescribe it to people with bipolar sometimes and severe depression, and then of course to epileptics and people with nerve pain. So I'm really hoping that it will address my pain by the time I take like the 3rd or the 6th dose, 2 days, because I don't want to have to be in this kind of pain till Friday, but we'll see. And I feel like I had something else to say. Oh, I remember. So after visiting with the doctor, my boyfriend took me to the grocery store, and I rode around on the little cart to get food that I liked, that sounded good, because a lot of things, I feel so toxic. That's the best word to describe it. My blood is filthy. My air hunger is so bad that, like, it feels like I'm dying. I'm not dying, I'm clearly speaking and stuff like that, but there's just not enough oxygen in my body. So he took me to the grocery store to pick out foods. And I have to say this about the world, you know, the people in the world are inherently good. I was riding around in the cart, and, you know, sometimes I don't have a good time in the cart, the electronic cart. And today was particularly hard because I couldn't use this hand to make the electric go, and this one was so sore. So it was sort of a challenge. But anyone I encountered, like there was, the first person was this little old lady who came up and put her arms around me just out of the blue and told me that God loved me, and that she could see that I was hurting, and she was sorry that I had a bad day, but that she would pray for me. I mean, out of the blue. And then there were a couple of other people that were just nice to talk to, and then I was struggling to get something into my little cart, and a man helped me, and another man approached my boyfriend and told him that he had a wife with MS, and that my boyfriend was a really good man, So I don't know what was exactly happening at the grocery store today, but I will say that, like, from whatever higher power there is was trying to send just nothing but love through the people there. So that was definitely a plus. Like, in fact, I'm going to cry right now just because it was so lovely. It's really a hard day for me, as it is for a lot of people, but it was just so nice to have people be that kind, just out of the blue, strangers. So the world is inherently good. So I hope these, like, terrible Herx tips helped you. A lot of you probably already knew them. If you don't have some of these medicines, you might ask your doctor. Now, Baluchi is an herbal remedy, and so you can get it online. It's probably not, I'm not a doctor, so don't necessarily completely take my advice, but it being an herbal, and it's not an aggressive herbal like artemisinin or whatever, it'd be like taking a vitamin, but it really does offer some relief. I don't have relief yet, but I'm having, I think, the worst Herx I have ever had, which is, and I thought I'd had it bad, so it's just like, never say, oh, it can't get worse. It always can get worse. This is Daisy's tail, by the way. So, but yeah, you might look into the Baluchi if you don't have doctors doing herbal stuff, or just if you don't have necessarily, if you're new, or anyway. And then the low-dose aspirin and water and Gatorade, and can I pick it up? My hand hurts so bad. The Gluconade or the Vitalite. I hope you guys are all feeling good. I really want to do another Fiverr-it, but I'm sure this video has run too long, so we'll see if I can have the stamina to do a Fiverr-it, but I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for all of your comments the last couple of days. And, oh, I will do a haul sometime, because from the garage, some of the leftovers, I got some really cool vintage shoes and coats, gloves, all sorts of random stuff. So I'm going to cut this video in half and post it now, and we'll see what happens after that. And I just hope you guys are all feeling well, and I hope that this video helps somebody when they're having a terrible Herx. Oh, also, internal for nausea. Internal. It's lovely. So